Welcome to another episode of the Investing Iguana, the show where I, Iggy, your friendly and fabulous host, help you navigate the wild and wonderful world of personal finance, investing, and retirement planning. Today's topic is a bit of a serious one, but also a very important one. It's about estate planning. Yes, you heard me right. Estate planning. You may be thinking, Iggy, what are you talking about? Estate planning is only for the rich and famous, right? I don't have a mansion or a yacht or a private jet. Why do I need an estate plan? Well, my dear viewers, you are in for a surprise. Because estate planning is not just for the wealthy. It's for everyone who has assets and dependents. And guess what? If you have savings, investments, or an HDB flat, you have assets. And if you have young or disabled children or elderly parents, you have dependents. So yes, you do need an estate plan. And in this video, I'm going to tell you why and how to do it. But before we dive into the details, let me ask you a question. Do you love your family? Of course you do. You want to make sure they are taken care of and provided for even when you're not around, right? Well, that's exactly what an estate plan does. It states how you want your money to be used to care for your loved ones. It gives you the final say on who gets to keep your assets. So as long as you have something to leave behind, you have an estate. And after death, these assets are your estate. An estate plan lets you control where or to whom your money goes. It's the best way to plan ahead. Now, some of you may be wondering, Iggy, what if I don't have an estate plan? What happens then? Well, my friends, that's when things get messy. Because without an estate plan, you lose control over your money and your family's future. Let me explain. One of the most important reasons to have a will is to choose someone you trust to handle your assets and affairs after you pass away. This person is called an executor, and they have the responsibility of carrying out your wishes and distributing your estate to your beneficiaries. Without a will, you lose the ability to choose your executor, and a judge will appoint someone for you. This person may not be someone you trust or someone who knows your wishes. They may not act in the best interest of your family or your business. They may even charge fees for their services. For example, let's say you have a successful online business that you want to pass on to your spouse or children. But you don't have a will, and the judge appoints your distant cousin as your executor. Your cousin may not know anything about your business or how to run it. They may sell it off to someone else or mismanage it and cause it to fail. They may also take a large cut of the profits for themselves, leaving less for your spouse or children. This could cause a lot of stress and conflict for your family and ruin your legacy. That's why having a will is so important. It lets you choose someone you trust and who knows your wishes to handle your assets and affairs after you pass away. It also lets you specify how much they should be paid for their services, if anything at all. This way, you can ensure that your family and your business are well taken care of and that your estate is distributed according to your wishes. Another reason why having a will is so important is that it lets you decide who gets what from your estate. Your estate is everything you own, such as your money, your property, your belongings, and even your pets. Without a will, you have no say in how your estate is distributed. Instead, the law decides for you. And the law may not match your wishes at all. In Singapore, the law that governs how your estate is distributed without a will is called the intestacy laws. These laws are based on a fixed formula that takes into account your marital status, your children, and your parents. Depending on your situation, the intestacy laws may give some or all of your estate to these people. But what if you want to leave something to someone else, such as your siblings, your friends, or your favorite charity? Too bad. You can't do that without a will. For example, let's say you are married with 2 children. You have a house worth $1 million, a car worth $100,000, and $200,000 in savings. You also have a brother who is struggling financially and a best friend who has been there for you through thick and thin. You want to leave half of your estate to your spouse, 40% to your children, 5% to your brother, and 5% to your friend. But you don't have a will. What happens then? Well, according to the intestacy laws, your spouse will get half of your estate, $650,000, and your children will get the other half, $650,000. Your brother and your friend will get nothing. Nada. Zilch. How do you think they will feel? How do you think your spouse and children will feel? Do you think this is fair? Do you think this is what you want? I don't think so. That's why having a will is so important. It lets you decide who gets what from your estate. It lets you express your love and gratitude to the people who matter to you. It lets you support the causes that are close to your heart. It lets you avoid potential disputes and conflicts among your family and friends over your assets after you're gone. One more reason why having a will is not enough is that it does not cover your CPF savings. Your CPF savings are the balances left in your ordinary, MediSave, and special/retirement accounts when you pass away. These are separate from your estate and are not affected by your will. Instead, they would be transferred to the Public Trustee's Office, PTO, for distribution to your family under the Intestate Succession Act or the Inheritance Certificate for Muslims. PTO charges an admin fee for the service, which can range from $15 to $5,000 depending on the amount of your CPF savings. This means that if you don't make a CPF nomination, you have no control over who gets your CPF savings and how much they get. The law decides for you, and it may not match your wishes at all. For example, if you are single with no children, but have parents and siblings, your CPF savings will go to your parents only. Your siblings will get nothing. But what if you want to leave something to your siblings or to someone else, such as a partner, a friend, or a charity? Too bad. You can't do that without a CPF nomination. That's why making a CPF nomination is so important. It lets you decide who gets your CPF savings and how much they get. You can choose up to 4 nominees and specify the percentage of your CPF savings that each nominee should receive. You can also choose between 2 types of nominations, cash nomination and enhanced nomination scheme. Cash nomination means that your nominees will receive cash from your CPF savings. Enhanced nomination scheme means that your nominees will receive CPF life annuities that provide them with monthly payouts for life. Making a CPF nomination is easy and free. You can do it online using SingPass or at any CPF service center with your NRIC and your nominee's details. You can also change or cancel your CPF nomination anytime you want. So as you can see, without an estate plan, you are leaving a lot of things up to chance and up to strangers. You are risking that your money may not go where you want it to go or that it may be wasted or mismanaged by someone else. You are also risking that your family may face unnecessary stress and conflict over your assets after you're gone. That's why estate planning is so important. It helps you take care of your loved ones and provide for their needs. It also helps you avoid potential problems and complications that may arise from not having an estate plan. So how do you create an estate plan? Well, it's not as hard as it sounds. There are some basic steps that you can follow. 1. Make a list of all your assets and liabilities. 2. Decide who you want to inherit your assets and how much each person should get. 3. Write a will that states your wishes clearly and appoints an executor who will carry out your instructions. 4. Make a CPF nomination that specifies who should receive your CPF savings and how much each person should get. 5. Consider setting up a trust if you have special needs dependents or if you want more control over how your assets are managed and distributed. 6. Review and update your estate plan regularly or whenever there are changes in your life situation. If you need help with any of these steps, you can also seek professional advice from a lawyer, a financial planner, or a trust company. They can help you plan your estate according to your needs and goals. You can check out the Money Sense website, which is a government initiative to educate the public on financial matters. It has a section on estate planning that covers topics such as what is estate planning, why you need an estate plan, how to make a will, how to make a CPF nomination, and more. You can also download a starter pack that teaches you the basics of estate planning in 12 lessons. You can talk to a lawyer who is experienced in estate planning and will writing. A lawyer can help you write a valid and complete will that reflects your wishes and protects your interests. They can also advise you on other aspects of estate planning, such as setting up a trust, applying for a lasting power of attorney, or dealing with cross-border issues. You can search for lawyers who offer estate planning and will writing services on the Singapore Legal Advice website. You can use an online platform that provides will writing and estate planning services. These platforms allow you to create your own will or estate plan using templates and tools that are customized for Singapore law. Some of these platforms also offer additional services, such as storing your will securely, updating your will anytime, or connecting you with professional advisors. Some examples of online platforms that provide will writing and estate planning services are Willcraft, Bequest, and Willsmith. So there you have it, folks. That's why estate planning is shockingly essential for everyone, not just the rich and famous. It's a way of showing your love and care for your family and ensuring that they are well taken care of even when you're not around. It's also a way of taking charge of your money and your legacy and making sure that they are in good hands. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new today. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to get notified of my latest videos. I post new videos every week on personal finance, investing, and retirement planning topics that will help you achieve your financial goals and dreams. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Investing Iguana. Until then, stay safe, stay smart, and stay savvy. This is Iggy, signing off. Peace out.